Good morning, my beautiful friends. It's the beginning of October. I am loving, well, today it's going to be a little warm, and then we have a cool down. So I've been out in the garden picking squashes that are ready, looking at other plants that won't survive some cooler, low temperatures, planning on moving in some of my house plants. It's that time of year. But this morning, I am in the shop. I've got elderberry going, fresh, that I'll bottle today. I've got orders with it on and get that shipped. This is the time to make sure that you are taking your adaptogens, whether you're doing daily elderberry or like ashwagandha at night, astragalus during the day. Have your apothecary cabinet set to have your usnea, your echinacea, cough and congestion tea, all of that wonderful support that Mother Earth provides for us to take care of ourselves. Yesterday, Rachel and I, actually the last 2 days, we've been soaping. So we've been catching up. Blue clay, we got 5 Thieves back in stock. I'm trying to think what other, there's another one on the shelf. And then we changed the Skin Rescue Soap, which is really a facial bar or a back bar or where you have trouble skin. And we decided to make it about the same size as a shampoo bar to make it easier to hold in your hand. But the good news is we changed some of the base oils. So I took out the hemp, the apricot, and replaced it with, and I wrote a note because we did pomegranate oil. That's a new one. And that is really good for dry skin, acne-prone skin, damaged tissues, for rejuvenation, and of course, pumpkin. This is the time to start using our pumpkin seed oil. Is so wonderful to help with skin tissue damage and renewal. So it is definitely a renewal of your skin tissues, your face. We use the same herbs that help work with someone who has chronic or long-term acne issues and other skin problems. The pumpkin helps with the redness of a skin and the irritation. So that's really great for people with rosacea. The herbs are amazing. We infuse our own. It's an amazing bar. It smells amazing as well too. So you're coming and cutting with me. Though you may not be able to tell, those are, Sarah chopped up for me some butterfly pea flowers because that's an added benefit. And that came out of my garden. Oh, I planted 100 seeds and I think I got 7 plants. It's a really difficult one. It doesn't grow here naturally. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut while I talk to you. And then after this one, I will share with you, we also changed our rose hip bar down to the same, it should be around the 3.5 instead of 4, a little more than 4 ounces. Just for the fact that our customers are saying that the bars are a little too big to hold while they're just using it as a facial bar. Now, some people actually like to use this all over, and that is because the jojoba that's in here is amazing for your skin. It's usually a rose person who really enjoys this. We infuse a little rose floral wax that is dynamite. And so this one retains the same ingredients along with our own extracted rosehip soap. So you'll be seeing those come back out on our website here shortly. Very simple bar. That's all the herbs that are in here. We have white willow, burdock, licorice root. There's just amazing herbs that really work. The white willow bark for salicylic acid. So this is an amazing facial bar. Don't miss this. Oh, it's so many people's favorites, and it's mine too. as a facial bar if you use a facial bar in your, oh, it's just so cute, in your shower. So I just wanted to kind of tell you something. Our shop, our magical lab, many times we have the door open, cool air. I also have a screened in area that I can open up, a huge door to flow in fresh air. So we like when the temperatures cool down to have that cool air come in, and while we're working hard, it feels good. So I have had so many birds fly in. We've had a hawk chase a bird into the shop and stop mid-flight by putting his claws out, his wings up, literally, like he was probably going 20 miles an hour, and mid-stop right in the middle of our shop, and then fly up above the stove in the window, look at Rachel and I, and fly out. He didn't get the bird. But on Monday, we had a new visitor, and I'm going to put a picture here of our amazing grandfather Dragonfly. So he came in on Monday, which was a very important day for me. It was an anniversary of a loss of a child, and the Dragonfly brought so much joy to my heart of what I was doing and getting ready to soap. And it was like, that's what turned me into making cold processed soap, was through the grief of the loss of a child 12 years ago. So stayed around and just watched us, and then came back in yesterday while we were getting ready to soap the rose hip and the skin rescue, and ended up flying into another room where we have all of our inventory, where it's climate controlled, and went to the soap where we keep all of our soap in individual containers, and sat there. So Sarah I pulled out those containers, and the big, beautiful grandfather Dragonfly was hanging out there, and she was able to capture it in her hands. It stayed there. It was probably tired of flying around, and she got it outside, and we got a beautiful picture. So it was such a beautiful blessing for me to have this visitor who's about transformation come and visit us and be with us while we soap. It so encouraging. Hang on. And I also wanted to update you. I'm making another hair serum, and one of our customers is going to test it. It is for coarse. I ain't gonna call it horse hair, because that's what I've been doing. Coarse hair. And also that may be gray or white and frizzy. And I'm looking forward to, I'll be using it myself for our lovely customer to get back in touch with us. I'm gonna send it out today. I infused a couple special herbs, used a new oil that is amazing. I'm looking forward to using it. You can see this. I'm looking forward to bringing out some new fall organic skin foods for you all. I have them lined up. Rachel and I sat down and talked over it. Sarah and I went over a couple of them. So I collaborate with all my girls when we are going to create a new organic skin food or fresh earth medicine. And we go everything. We take our time, we look at it, we test it. But there is one in particular, so I'm going to give you a hint. Chai spice. I love it. I love it. I love it. It has a little coffee in it. Coffee essential oil. It smells amazing. So you'll be wanting to watch out for that when we get that released. I'd like to hear from you if there's anything in particular that you would like for us to make. We have everything back into stock, our with body butters and the such. Let me get you through the rose hip. Just turned out so beautiful. We used some alkanet root along with the pink clay to give this beautiful color. Aha. Let me find, oh, it's like half a heart. You see that? Now this will turn, so when you cut soap, this is the gel process where it's lighter inside. I see the heart right there. It might fully come out, but once the air hits it, it turns a spar. Probably more of a darker pink than what it actually is. So I love that. And let me check on my elderberry. It's bubbling. Let me grab you. I'll show you. Where's it? Right there. Look at it. Oh, it smells amazing down here. The elderberries always imparts this beautiful scent. It also has fresh rose hips that I harvested. That is from the Multiflora Rose. So it's local. I have my own echinacea in here. My own, from the gardens here, Ella Campaign, rose, yeah, I said the rose hips, and much, much more. This is not your average elderberry, guys. It has more adaptogens along with antivirals than pretty much any you'll see out there. And we infuse it with raw local honey. There are no chemicals. It is not canned. When you find it on the shelf, many times it's been canned. And if they're using honey in it, the temperature goes above the 150 mark. So it just totally crosses out any of the beautiful nutrients and enzymes and helpers that raw honey provides for you. This elderberry syrup of ours, we've been making for over a decade plus. I was making it when it wasn't even cool. So this has to be refrigerated. I'm going to ship it out before it's refrigerated. And I always put a little sticker on your package. Please refrigerate as soon as you open package. All right, everyone. Oh, look at that. I love that. I hope everyone has a great day. Stay tuned. Happy harvest. Happy life.